Okay, so it's about 5 days till Thanksgiving, and I decided it's time to make a play on pumpkin pie. And I've always liked pumpkin pie. It's not my first choice. If there's a chocolate pie or a lemon pie, I'll go for that before the pumpkin pie. But I've had my share, my fill of pumpkin pies, and I do like them. We're going to do something a little different. This is called Pumpkin My Dream Pie. Stick around because at the end I'm going to tell a story, Thanksgiving story. Okay, our secret ingredient for this butterscotch. Okay, while the butterscotch is melting up, pumpkin pie puree. To that, 4 ounces of cream cheese. Pumpkin pie spices.
I seem to recall being here before. Seems so familiar coming back again. But I can't recall the time.
And to this, a couple of heaping tablespoons powdered sugar, and then we're going to add the butterscotch.
I keep coming back to places I've been before, to places I don't remember. In my dreams I have memories so
that little bit of extras for me.
Places I've never been. Thoughts without time.
So you're going to want to sweeten this to taste, and you know me. That's pretty good. These are sweet tooth dreams.
Abstractions
Alright, secret ingredient number 2.
Once again for the first time.
Marshmallow cream.
Dance and stir.
You know who we are around here. Well, you know who I am around here.
In my dreams I keep coming back to places I've been before, to places I don't remember. In my dreams I have memories so clearly familiar, places I've never been.
Needs a little more cinnamon. That's really good. Into the fridge for some chilling. So today I'm going to be using a store-bought pie shell, pie crust. Pop this in the oven while it's baking. I'm going to get over here and make up the whipped cream. Okay, well that's pie crust is baking. It's whipped cream time. My favorite part. There's our little soft peak. Whip this to perfection. There it is. Okay. You're probably thinking I was making the whipped cream for the top. Well, maybe. But you know how it is. I am going to save a little bit of this whipped cream for another thing here. Now, as you can probably see, this cream cheese got a little clumpy in here. That was a little bad on my part. I guess I should have let the cream cheese come to room temperature. I got a little ahead of myself, but it's fine. Yeah. I'm going to leave this a little marbled. I just like it like that. Wow. All right, let's fill this baby.
I keep coming back to places I've never been. I keep coming back to places, oh, places I've never been. But I've never
Going for a little bit of that marbled look.
my dreams, I keep coming back to places I've been before, to places I don't remember. In my dreams I have memories so clearly familiar, places I've never been.
Now, since this is a no bake, this thing needs to chill overnight, 24 hours. So I'm going to go put this in the fridge, and I'll see you in the morning, and we'll do the reveal. Alright, it's the next day. This thing is fully chilled. It's time to do it. Here we go. Oh. Wow. It's so creamy, but it's set up. Pumpkin pie all the way, but much more delicate. it's not so dense. Oh, so silky, so dreamy. This is pumpkin my dreams pie. Oh. I could use homemade whipped cream, but for this, I just prefer some Cool Whip. Oh my gosh, it's so good. This is elevation. This is heavenly. This is a sweet tooth dream. Oh, time to give you that story. Step into my office. Well, this story takes place many, many moons ago. I was living up in the Pacific Northwest. I was about 22 years old. I was all alone up there. No family, few friends. Well, one of my coworkers found out that I was going to have Thanksgiving by myself, alone. He invited me to have Thanksgiving with his family. So I accepted. So he comes and picks me up, and we start driving up into the mountains. The Snoqualmie area, up in the backcountry. Says we're going to go up and see Uncle Cecil. Uncle Cecil. He said whole family gets up there every few years and has Thanksgiving up there. So we take this pretty long drive, and we're heading up and out, and I don't know where I'm at. We get up to the cabin, and his whole family's there. And we have Thanksgiving. And it was wonderful. They had everything. We're all sitting down there in this log cabin, but Uncle Cecil's acting a little strange. He's kind of a mountain man. Cool guy. But he's skittish. He's looking around and he looks nervous, but we're all sitting down having Thanksgiving. And I'm sitting way at the end. They gave me the end of the table. Nice people. All of a sudden, towards the end of dinner, I hear this terrible noise. Like a rapping, like a crashing, and this all happened so fast. We're sitting there eating, and it's like Uncle Cecil knew something was going on because something happened. Suddenly, the back door comes crashing in. Bam! And this giant creature comes in. I mean, it must have stood 10 feet, 12 feet tall, and it was black, and it was this like hose tube looking thing. It looked like a giant cucumber with hair and tar and boils and tentacles and stuff. And before anybody could do anything, this thing just goes in and starts sucking up everybody. Just like that. Mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, grandparents, even the children and the pets. The most hideous sound I've ever heard. Well, this thing gets upon me, and it was so fast I couldn't even react, and it was just hovering over me. And right before it ate me, it saw the apple pie, and it went for that instead. And it gave me just enough time to escape out the front door. So I go crashing out the front door, and I'm running. And lucky for me, this thing was no faster than I was. It was chasing me in the woods, and this thing's just like, you know, I could hear it just sucking and burping and all this stuff, and it just eating everybody. And I'm running through the old growth forest, and I go bashing through a flock of like spotted owls, and I end up on a cliff. And I look back, and this thing's closing in on me. And it's getting closer and closer and closer. And I had no choice. Jumped off the cliff. Remember in you remember in Rambo, when he jumps off the cliff and he's tumbling down and he crashes into the top of the trees and he's I land on the ground. But I'm alive. I'm all broken ribs and bleeding. And I look up and I can see this thing peering its big ugly head, its big suction cup over the top of the cliff. And it slowly retracts. And I get up. I know it's going to come after me, and I make my way to the highway and flag down a ride, and I got away. Yeah, I was spared by an apple. Why do I want to say apple pie? True story. Thanksgiving, 1991, Pacific Northwest, where a giant cucumber monster ate my friend's whole family, and I was spared by a pumpkin pie. From all of us here at Sweet Tooth Dreams, you have yourself a good Thanksgiving. Man, this is good. This is delicious. Oh man.